Back to another short video. This one is going to focus on arms and upper body. Again, it's just going to be a short blast, so roughly half an hour's worth, and you can piece it together with some of the other shorter little exercise routines that I'm going to record today. So suitable if you have any underlying conditions, any back problems, maybe you've got a bit of upper back pain, potentially some shoulder problems as well. It's quite a nice way of just getting a bit of strength coming through, a bit of mobility work as well through your upper body and shoulders. But again, any problems, stop, don't do it. You shouldn't feel any active pain, particularly during a specific exercise. If you do stop, feel free to message me. And as always, just listen to your body and don't do anything you're not happy with. So in terms of equipment, again, I've got my mat here. I've got some little blocks, a little block and a slightly bigger one for when we do some floor work. But again, you don't need to have the blocks. You can just use a pillow or a towel or something if you prefer. I'm going to use some weights. I've just got some really light weights. These are only ½ kilo. So if you don't have any weights at home, particularly this light, then you can just improvise, use something out the cupboard like a couple of small cans of something, or some little bottles of water or something like that. But if you have got light weights, brilliant. I know some of you might also have these weighted balls, which are also really useful, so you can use those as well if you've got them. Because this is a level 1, so slightly easier level, or more beginnery sort of level class, I'm going to go quite light on the weights, but you can go a bit heavier if you want to. I wouldn't go any higher than 1 kilo, 2 kilos, absolute max, because again, we want to make sure that you're moving well and with good form, and if you go too heavy, you do compromise that to a degree. So let's get cracking on. So we're going to bring feet under hips. Before you start, just make sure that your weight is even through the feet. So as usual, we're thinking big toe, little toe, heel, just planting down evenly, nice neutral spine, zip up into your core, shoulder blades are drawing down your back, neck is nice and long. So we're just going to start with some shoulder rolls. So just nice, easy rolls all the way up to your ears, all the way down your back. Now you can do these exercises without the weights as well. So if you prefer just to do it without, maybe to start with, just make sure that it all feels okay, and then you can progress if you want to. So let's just do 2 more. And then we're going to come back round the other way. So again, all the way up to your ears, all the way down. Just trying to work as far as you feel that mobility can go. And we'll just do 1 more. And then just rest down so that the shoulder blades are just gently drawing down the back. Make sure your rib cage is stacked over the pelvis, tummy's gently switched on. And we're going to start really easy. So we're just going to do some bicep curls. So keeping the weight even through the feet. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're just going to bend the elbows. And then breathe in, we're going to straighten. And again, breathe out, bend. Breathe in, straighten. So as you're moving the arms, you shouldn't feel like the shoulders are creeping up towards your ears. So we're keeping the shoulder blades drawing down. Your tummy stays switched on. You shouldn't feel like your spine is coming out of neutral. So we're just keeping ribs over pelvis, making sure you're not arching or flattening the spine. Breathe out, bend. Every time you breathe out, we're just trying to deepen the connection into your core. So if you visualise your zip going from pubic bone to tummy button, every time you breathe out, we just want to connect that little bit deeper up into that imaginary zip. Let's do 3 more here. And then just fold the elbows just down just to 90 degrees. We're going to turn the palms so that they're facing up. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're just going to open the arms out to the side. So we're keeping the elbows tucked in. We're going to open the arms out, but make sure you're not pushing into any pain. And then we're going to close back. So breathe out, open. Again, connect that bit deeper into your core as you open. Breathe in, close. you're happy at this level and you want to stay here, then that's fine. Just make sure you're not pushing to pain, keep the shoulder blades controlled. If you want to make it a bit harder, we can do the same again. So we're going to open, but then we're going to progress by just stretching your arms up, just so that the hands are up at shoulder height. So we're not coming all the way up, we're just coming up just to shoulder level, and then just fold the elbows back down to your sides, and then we're going to close back to the center. So we're going to open and stretch and bend and close. Now, if you have any pinchy shoulder pain with this, I don't want you to do the added stretch bit. So some people who have impingements of the shoulder, rotator cuff impingements, bursitis, rotator cuff tendonitis or tendinopathy, this may not be the best exercise for you to do. So just listen to what your body's telling you. If you get to a point where the shoulder feels like it's pinching, then go back to that first level that we did. Don't force anything. If you're okay, we're going to keep going. Let's just do one more. And then just bring your arms down by your side. We're going to go back to your shoulder rolls. And then back round, opposite direction. Okay, well done. Now we're just going to do a little bit of mobility work as well. So let's take the feet out just slightly wider than hips. We're going to reach your arms out to the side. Take a breath in, we're going to rotate round to the left. And then breathe out, we're coming back to the centre. So just make sure that you're keeping those shoulder blades sliding down the back. Breathe in, turn. Breathe out back to the centre. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Keep going. Let's just do one more each way. And then come down, and again just roll the shoulders a few times each direction. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come down onto the floor, onto hands and knees. So if you have your little block, we can just pop it underneath your knees just for a little bit of cushioning. And then we're going to take the hands just so that they're slightly forward and slightly wider than your shoulders. You don't have to have the hands directly under your shoulders because some people don't like how that feels on your wrists. So just position according to where it feels comfortable for you. We're going to do an exercise called scapular isolations. So with this exercise, what we're trying to work from is from the shoulder blade. So it's actually quite a difficult one to master, but once you've got it, you've got it. So we're going to keep the elbows straight throughout. Make sure you're not bending and straightening when it's not a press up type of action. So shoulder blades are down. We're going to connect into the core, and just make sure before you start your lower back and your spine are in neutral. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, what I want you to do is you're going to think about pushing the floor away from you with your hands, and you're almost trying to reach the breastbone up towards the ceiling and rounding the shoulder blades across the rib cage. Okay, now from here, it's only a small movement. From here, we're going to keep the elbows straight and we're going to drop the breastbone down towards the floor. And you're thinking about bringing your shoulder blades back opposite direction, almost trying to draw the two sort of inner sides of the shoulder blades towards one another. So we're going to take a breath in, and we're going to push the floor away, round the shoulder blades across the ribs. And then we're going to drop back down through the breastbone. Think about bringing the shoulder blades towards one another, keeping those elbows nice and straight. And we're going to keep going for a few more. So all the movement here is coming from the shoulder blades and the upper back. Try to keep the neck long. Try not to hunch the shoulders. It's really, really easy to hunch into those shoulder blades. We're going to do one more. And then let's just have a little rest for a moment. So stretch the arms, drop back onto heels. It's surprisingly hard work for those muscles at the base of your shoulder blades. So we're just going to come down and hold. And then we're going to come back up. Now this time we're going to do a little bit more stability work around the shoulders. So hopefully you feel like you've woken up the base of the shoulder blades a bit more now. So we're going to keep the shoulder blades drawing down, keep the spine neutral. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, try to keep that lovely position. So try not to hunch or twist through the upper back. We're going to take one arm in front and then we're going to bring it back to the floor. And then other side, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So we're keeping control around the shoulders. Make sure you're not twisting through your upper back. Nice neutral spine. Every time you exhale, we're deepening the connection into the core. And we're going to progress on the next one. So we're going to take the arm up, but this time we're going to reach it out to the side. Bring it back in front. And then down to the floor. Now, if you don't like this, please don't do it. So we're going to reach out to the side, back in front, and then come down. If you don't like the extra reach out to the side, you can try and carry on just lifting straight up in front and coming back down. Remember, really important, whichever version you're doing, you're just not moving to pain. So just listen to your body. Even if you just practice just shifting your weight onto one hand and just hovering the other hand away from the floor, that can still be quite useful in terms of just getting you stabilising a little bit more around your shoulder blades. So let's just do one more on each side. And again, come down, stretch your arms, bottom back on heels, and hold. Well done. So from here, we're going to come down onto your front. And if you feel like you need to put an extra pillow underneath your tummy just to neutralise your spine a little bit, then feel free. But we're just going to come down so that your head is going to rest onto the little pad. So little pad if you've got one, rolled up towel or folded up towel if you haven't. We're going to start with your arms down by your sides and just make sure feet, knees and hips are parallel. Nice neutral spine, so we're just trying to tuck the tailbone underneath slightly. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and try to keep your neck nice and long. We're going to take a breath in, turn the palms in so they're facing in towards your hips. We're going to draw the shoulder blades down and together and we're going to hover the arms up as you breathe out and breathe in, come down. Let's keep going. Breathe out, lift and breathe in, lower. Now you can stay at this level or we can make it slightly harder. So to make it harder, we're going to come up, we're going to pulse for 3, so 3 little pulses at the top, and then come down. And again, breathe out, pulse for 3, and then down. And again, come up, pulse for 3, and then down. So we're really getting into the backs of the arms here now, and also into the base of the shoulder blades. Now, if you want to make it a bit harder, we can hover the breastbone and the forehead, just a few inches from the mat as you come up. Let's keep going. Breathe out, pulse for 3. Breathe in, down. Breathe out, pulse for 3. And down. Let's keep going for 3 more. Last one. And come down, brilliant. So we're going to reposition now. So the hands are going to come next to your, roughly next to your ears, and your elbows are bent, and we're just going to rest them down on the floor. So from here, we're going to draw the shoulder blades down. Take a breath in, connect into your core. As you breathe out, we're going to reach one arm away from the floor. Now, it's just a tiny movement. We're not trying to take it up too high, and you shouldn't feel any twisting going on around your upper back. Other side, breathe out. Breathe in lower. Breathe out. Breathe in. So again, really controlled. If your shoulders don't like it, then repeat another sequence of the exercise that we've just done. So arms down, straight down by your side. Now, if you want to, we can add opposite legging with this. So as you lift the arm, we're going to lift the opposite leg as well. And then come down. And other side, breathe out. Breathe in. Keep going. So let's just do one more on each side. Well done. And then we're just going to push up. And we're going to rest the arms in front. We're just going to bring the fingers and the thumb together so your hands are positioned into like a diamond shape in front of you. Okay, we're going to push up a little bit. So we're going to draw the shoulders down, push up a little bit so you're in a bit of extension into your back. Now from here, we're going to keep the shoulder blades down, keep the tummy in. And I just want you to drop. So from the base of your neck, we're going to drop your head down towards the mat. And then starting from the base of your neck and the top of your upper back, we're going to reach back up and we're going to restack the neck back into a nice long line. So we're not tipping the head back or poking the chin forward. We're just coming down to a nice long lined neck position. So again, we're going to drop down towards the floor. Breathe in, hold. Starting from the base of the neck, we're going to restack. We're going to come all the way back up into a nice long line. Really reach out through the crown of your head. Let's just do two more. So again, we're going to come down, keep the shoulder blades drawing down. Breath in, breathe out, draw those shoulders down, restack from the base of the neck all the way back up. You should feel a really lovely, quite strong stretch coming through your upper back. We're going to do one more. So down, breath in, and breathing out again. Start from the base, work all the way up. Nice long neck. Nice breath in and come down. And then from here, we're just going to push up onto hands and knees and then have another rest. So stretch out your arms in front. Hold and breathe. And then we're going to just come back up onto hands and knees. So again, you can go back to just popping your little block under your knees if you want it. So this time we're just going to finish with some press ups. Now you can keep your feet on the floor, or if you want to, you can take the feet up, cross the ankles over, whichever you prefer. Feet away from the floor and ankles crossed is harder than feet down. So just listen to your body again, don't do anything you're not happy with. So take the hands slightly forward, slightly wider than shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Connect into your core. We're going to breathe in. As you breathe in, we're going to bend the elbows, lower the breastbone towards the floor. Breathe out, we're going to press back up. So breathe in, come down. Breathe out, connect that bit deeper into your core as you push up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can do 3 more. Last one. And give yourself another rest. So again, stretch the arms, bottom back on heels, hold it here and breathe. So while we're here, we're going to do a little mobility exercise for your upper back, because obviously those shoulder blades have really worked quite hard just from that little short session. So we're going to do an exercise called thread the needle. So we're going to stay on hands and knees. What I want you to do is we're going to tuck one arm underneath the other, and we're just going to slide that arm along the floor, letting your other elbow bend. Think about bringing the shoulder blade down towards the floor as you push through the arm away. Hold it for a breath in here. Breathing out, we're going to come back up and then bring the hand down. And we're going to do the same to the other side. So thread the arm under, slide the arm away, shoulder blade comes down towards the floor, hold it for a breath in, breathing out to come back. Let's keep going for a few more. So again, push away, breath in, hold, breathe out, return. And then just come back to the centre, and we're going to do some cat stretches here as well. So breath in, breathe out, we're going to push up, tailbone under, draw up into your upper back. Breath in, hold, breathing out, we're going to come back down opposite direction. And just make sure you're coming down enough so that you can feel that mobility coming through into your upper back as well. So again, breathe out, come under, hold, breath in, hold, and come back down. One last one. And again, another little stretch here. And then we're just going to come into sitting, and we're just going to do a couple of little stretches here just to finish. So we're going to link the fingers, we're going to press the arms forward. I just want you to think about really rounding your shoulder blades across the ribs, and we're just going to drop your chin down onto your chest, and I just want you to hold it here. Remember to breathe, so we're not holding your breath, okay? So hold, breathe, nice big deep breaths. And then we're going to separate the fingers, take the hands behind your back, and we're going to try and just open up into the front of the chest. Again, just hold and breathe. And then we're just going to take ear to shoulder one way. And again, just hold here. And over to the other. And last stretch, we're just going to take one arm over. Again, if you've got shoulder issues, you don't have to take the arm over, you can just lean to the side instead, or you can have your arms across here if you prefer. So don't take the arm over if you're not happy. So let's come back up and over to the other side. And come back up. So hopefully your arms, particularly into your shoulder blades, feel like they have been woken up and enlivened. As usual, any problems, feel free to message me. If you feel that was quite challenging, then by all means carry on at this level. If you'd like to try the harder level 2 for arms, then feel free, although it is quite a step up. So if you found that this was already quite hard work, maybe carry on with this one for a few more before building onto that next level. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.